I fell in love with my married neighbor, and then I babysat his kids. Now I'm questioning my feelings. I obviously can't talk about this with any of my friends or my mom, but then I saw a Reddit post on TikTok, and I thought this would be a good place to talk about this. Finally, I know you're all gonna judge me, but at least try to understand my side. Thanks. So, I'm a 34-year-old woman, and 7 months ago, I had a messy breakup with my long-term boyfriend. So I moved in with my best friend and her husband in a house we are all renting together. It was then that I met my neighbor, who I will call Kay. He helped us move our stuff into the house, and I was instantly smitten. We live in the suburbs of a major city, so we both end up taking the train into work at the same time each day. I knew Kay had a wife and kids very early on. He talked about them often and pictures of them on his lock screen, social media, etc. However, initially, it all started out as a very innocent, silly crush. He is handsome and funny and sweet. The first time we rode the train, he asked me about my job and seemed genuinely interested in what I was saying, which is something my ex never did and is something we fought over a lot. I mean, being a nice guy doesn't imply that he likes you. He's always doing things for his kids, like bringing home treats and stuff for them, and staying on the phone with his older daughter the entire ride to work because she needed a pep talk before a school presentation. It was just so easy to imagine how lovely and attentive Kay would be with me, because he's like that with everyone else. Kay has never said or done anything to imply he has feelings for me yet, but we are genuinely friends by now because we talk on the train, which is about a 20-minute ride almost every weekday. I have never had trouble getting the attention of men. And with this basis we have already, I know that we could easily become something more. I'm sorry, that's not good enough. I learned shortly after I developed feelings for him that his wife is someone I went to school with, and I was surprised because they are polar opposites. He's funny, she's dry. He's exciting, she's cautious. He's a little dumb, she's very smart intellectually. I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean that you would make a better partner. You're also looking at it through a different lens where you're comparing each other. You don't know her on the level that he knows her. Looks-wise, this feels mean, but yikes. Oh no. I just don't think their personalities fit very well together at all, and I can easily see Kay getting stuck in a relationship because he's just so nice. Or, maybe she's just a really good person, and he wanted to spend his life with someone like that. And because he's so nice, I doubt that he would ever do this to his wife and kids. The issue is that yesterday evening, Kay knocked on my door and asked if I could watch his kids for a bit. This was of course no trouble, and I said yes right away. He told me that his wife had gotten into a car accident while away on a business trip, and because she's pregnant, he was super worried and had booked the next flight out to go see her. They don't have any family in the state currently, so he asked me to keep an eye on them for a few hours while a family friend drove several hours to watch them at night. I think it's very interesting that he is reminding you constantly about his wife, talking about his kids in front of you. He's constantly reminding you that he's taken. Did this get deleted? Ooh, it got deleted! Oh my goodness, I feel like this is the only place where it's actually live. Now, here's the issue. The kids were an absolute nightmare. There were 3 girls, and the oldest was your typical bratty preteen times 1,000. She was rude and didn't respect my authority at all, arguing with me about everything, from dinner to who had to clean up to what movies she was allowed to watch. I even heard her call me a B-word under her breath a couple of times. The middle was rowdy and constantly wanted to play loud, messy games even when I told her no. The youngest was mostly sweet and quiet on her own, but she joined in with whatever drama the middle wanted to create. It culminated in me agreeing to play hide and seek with the younger 2 and ended up getting locked out of the house. Oh my. I wonder if they kind of know about you. I don't know. It would be interesting if they picked up on that and are now treating you as such. When I went back and tried to convince the oldest to let me in through the back screen door, she pretended she couldn't hear me and put her headphones in. Thankfully, the family friend arrived a few minutes later and let me in, and then I went home. This makes me sad because before, I would often dream about being a stepmom to Kay's kids one day because of how highly he would talk about them. Now I want nothing to do with them, but at the same time, this is further proof that Kay and his wife are not happy because children from a happy home do not behave like this. Let's say hypothetically, if you and this guy started dating and he divorced his wife. This is a glimpse in how they would treat you as a stepmom. Let's say they don't know a thing about you and they don't know how you feel. If this is how they behave when they don't know a thing, imagine how they'll behave if they, in their heads, think that you stole their dad from their mom. I just want to have a relationship with Kay, but I don't know if it's possible because his kids and I would not get along. And this is even before a potential divorce where their mother could easily get them to hate me. I really love Kay, and I know we could have a beautiful relationship if I pursued this, but this has really shaken me. I just wish I had someone to talk to about this, but everyone in my life would judge me. Oh dear. I don't know, man. I think that this was a reality check. I think we can mistake infatuation for love based on the fact that you don't really know that guy, okay? Apart from the 20 minutes per day that you spend on the train with him, you don't really know him that well. You're putting him on a pedestal in your head and you're falling in love with the idea and possibly the fact that he's untouched, like, you know, you can't have him. But I don't think that the reality of this situation is what you want. Notable comment exchange. Honestly, it doesn't sound like you love him. You romanticize him and have this fantasy life in your head. In your head, you act like he would drop his wife and run away with you. You justify this belief by saying his children are wild, so it must be an unhappy home. They're just kids. They're teenage girls, like... Meanwhile, you completely ignore the fact that his wife is pregnant and he dropped everything to go to her. Yeah, this is so true. Like, he has a pregnant wife. He's giving you every inclination. He's telling you that he loves his wife. You say the kids do not respect your authority. It sounds like they barely know you and suddenly you're in charge. You're not their mother and will never be their mother. You think you will have a beautiful relationship with Kay if you pursued him? No, you wouldn't. He has a family that he clearly loves. Just because he's nice to you, that doesn't mean he wants you. I encourage you to discuss things with a professional because this is not healthy. OP responds, how do you know whether or not I love him? Are you inside my head? You can love someone before being in a relationship with them. I firmly believe that you can't truly say that you love someone unless you've seen all the bad things, you've had fights, you live with them. Love is about not only loving the good things, but also the downfalls of another person and willing to look past those things and loving them regardless and maybe even seeing the beauty in those things. And just like I don't know for sure that he loves me, you don't know that he doesn't. You never know until you cross that bridge. No, don't cross the bridge. That is one bridge that you do not want to cross. I know he wouldn't just drop everything and run away with me. There would be months and even years of divorce court, custody arrangements, etc. if he decided to leave his wife. And before the comments come, yes, I know there's no guarantee that he would do that, but Kay is a good, honest man, which is exactly why he won't cheat on his wife. And if anything were to happen between us, he would absolutely leave his wife. No, because it wouldn't be fair to either of us. And he told me he believes very strongly in fairness. You're the exact type of woman that makes me afraid. Afraid. It's this kind of delusion that like scares me. That's why I'm asking. I know this could be a messy situation if anything happened. I just want to know if his kids being difficult will make things worse if it does happen. I want to know if the potential pros outweigh the potential cons. It doesn't really sound like you feel bad about how you feel at all. It kind of just seems like you're worried about how this will affect you and not like his wife and children. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Hold on. Hold on. Kay saw the post. The married man saw the post. Oh my God. Okay. Image transcript of screenshot. Okay, so this was deleted. All right, so I'm going to share what this said.
My wife and the girls are okay. Thank you for watching the girls.
OP.
Of course, anytime. Let me know if there's anything I can do.
Kay says thumbs up emoji. Kay sends the post, the link.
Is this you? Because if it is, we need to talk. I promise you, I have absolutely no interest in leaving my family for you. I'm sorry if I ever gave you the wrong idea, but I don't see you as anything more than a neighbor. I don't think we should be friends anymore.
OP says,
Wait, can I call you?
oh my goodness. Oh, that was a spicy one. Holy. Oh my goodness. This, honestly, this is one of the best outcomes. This is way better than anything I could have imagined.